Hello, everyone. My name is Cole Turner, and this is Turner Development's business plan. So, an introduction. Introducing Turner Development. It's a visionary venture established in 2023 by me, Cole Turner. A seasoned professional with 5 years of industry experience, whether that has been actually on projects within the construction work, along with some background in the true of investing, along with working up with a bunch of different developers around the Kansas City area on a multitude of projects, from apartment complexes to mixed use where you're having shopping centers and things like that, along with just different type of entertainments. My passion for creating multifamily spaces has led to the inception of Turner Development. Right now, we're seeing a lot of increased pricing, especially when trying to come out of college and getting out on your own. Pricing and cost and everything of these different apartments is pretty hard to jump into. So there's different various ways that we're going to try to use Section 8 housing within multifamily. So depending on your current income, would qualify you for these things. So, our mission is clear. We want to craft extraordinary living environments for lower middle income individuals and families, making a place they can proudly call home. Join us on this exciting journey as we redefine the concept of affordable, high quality housing. And that's our main thing, is wanting to make sure that we're providing high quality, along with also making it somewhat affordable for your lower middle income individuals. So, an overview of the company. Turner Development is obviously a new coming company in the industry, so we do not have any development under our belt or anything like that. But with prior experience, like I mentioned, within the project management side of things and along with investing, we're ready to take this on. With a strong track record and a dedicated team, we have successfully completed numerous investment projects. We've invested in both entertainment down in Kansas City, along with a couple multifamily units that have been available, and then a couple of rental units that are across the US. Our focus is on delivering high quality properties at a low cost that meet the evolving needs of our clients. We really do want to strive for excellence and aim to drive success in every aspect of our business. Just because, maybe this apartment complex we'll be doing is lower to middle income, we still want to have that strong quality and strong excellence, no matter the circumstance. So, looking at our market analysis, currently in the Kansas City, Kansas area, there are 508,394 people. 40.34% of those people actually rent, which was a pretty astonishing number. Um, the main reason with that is you're looking at a lower age demographic for that area, just because of the nightlife and things like that. Our demographic focus is, as I mentioned, lower to middle income individuals and families in the Kansas City, Kansas area. We're usually looking anywhere from age 18 to 65. The main reason we did 18 was because coming out of high school, if students aren't looking to go directly into college or wanting to do a trade, we wanted to open that option for them. So our income range is 35,400 to 54,650. This is the main range that we need people to qualify in order to live in our Section 8 housing, just due to regulations. Our family sizes are anywhere from 1 to 5. And as you can see, our fair market rent below. These are monthly rates based on the different types of rooms. So we have a studio, a 1 bedroom, 2, 3, and 4. So based on what the family or individual needs, those are our market rates currently. Obviously, those can fluctuate over time. So our business model. So we really wanted to look at, our value proposition. So offering a well-designed, affordable, and energy-efficient housing units that meet the needs of Section 8 qualified tenants. Within our revenue, obviously, we'll have our rental income, the property appreciation, and eventual sale value of these certain units, along with looking into additional services. So on-site storage for these families, common area rentals if they want to have some type of party within, and then also looking to do some type of consulting that we can help other development companies within this industry. So profitability, it's a long-term investment, efficient cost control. We're looking into expansion strategies. So how can we break this out of just the Kansas City area? Looking into government partnerships. This is huge when it comes to investors and raising capital. Governments help a lot with Section 8 housing. And also just our general sustainable practices. Our cost structure, majority of it is going to be the construction, operational, marketing, and administrative. That's where we're sitting right now, and obviously that can grow as we grow as a company. So our competitive analysis. Up top, we kind of labeled just some of the main competitors. These are all either located on the Kansas or Missouri side. So our advantages, a lot of these people are looking at 200 to 350 units, and we want to cut it down more to a niche market. So we're only going to be offering anywhere from 50 to 150 units. This also helps with lower development costs. You don't have to try and raise as much capital and give away as much equity within the projects, which is something that we really want to do. Um, Also, just price points. This allows us to have lower pricing, just because with them having that many more units, they're trying to really bring back what they put into it. Utility savings. Our contract leasing time was going to be flexible. A lot of these different groups either say you need to have at least a 12 or 18 month leasing term, and we'd really like to cut that down in half, just because we don't want to get these people all hung up and tight within their housing. And then we're also based out of Kansas, which is easy for questions and problems if anyone were to have problems within the housing. So our marketing and sales strategy, it's pretty simple. We're really going to leverage digital marketing, branding, customer engagement to create a strong market presence. I think a lot of people, what they see within apartments is you pick something that has a really good culture behind the actual apartment complex. So, who's doing all the fun events, who's, has more space that you can rent out of, things like that. So we've seen a big spike in doing things like free happy hours, and, a movie night on the lawn, different things like that, that still make, even though you're living in an apartment complex, it feels like your own home. So being able to leverage that through all the multitude of social medias we have now, a good website to start out is going to be very loyal in terms of, what's going to attract people in. And so that's where we're sitting with that. With that, we will have people that they can reach out to or show interest in the apartment complex as it's being built. And this will allow us to stay in touch and then start reaching out to show them the apartment complex, get them all signed up, and start their leasing terms. So our financial projections. As you'll see here, it says year three. The main reason for that is due to in development, they usually say you won't start seeing an actual profit or revenue at all until year three, mainly because it takes around a 2 year time frame to actually develop the project. And then we're also giving a year of actually just putting the business together and really starting to ramp things up. So our revenue forecast, our rental income, we're looking at about 180,000. So in year three is when we really want to start the development process. So the rental income will be from the 2 to 3 units or 2 to 3 complexes that we're going to buy beforehand, that we're going to go in and renovate. So that's the rental income there. We're figuring about 50,000 in consulting income, just because that is more of a side gig that we can be helping others with. In year three, we also plan to sell then those multifamily units that we bought with a net of 500,000, and then looking for outside investments from either government officials or just individuals in general for 3 million. That should cover us then for our down payment, any other expenses going into our $12.5 million development cost for our first ever development. We're looking at our operational cost being around 250, and then spending 150,000 on marketing and administrative. So this is kind of a look at our milestones, which again, I did just kind of a 3 year plan for this. So starting out in the first year, obviously business formation and planning. We're going to be doing a seed round of funding. This will be looking for around $2 to $3 million. That'll cover the cost and renovations for the 4 to 8 unit complexes. We have the property acquisition and renovations, and then also setting up our consulting division, just for another stream of income, along with verification and accreditation. So year two is when we'll start looking at our rental property performance. Going into these properties and renovating them is not only going to be able to have the property value increase, but also then you can ramp up the current rent just because you went in and made it look nicer, things like that. We hope to be working on some consulting projects by then. The whole main process of this is just trying to get to be credible and why people should invest in us. And then just finding any networking and partnerships along the way. Year three will be our second round of funding. This will be our funding once we sell our 2 to 3 multifamily projects. We can then do what's called a 1031 exchange to then go into our next project, which will be our true development from ground up. So we'll have the property sale and 1031 exchange of that, our second round of funding, which we're looking for about 3 to 5 million. And then we can really start getting the project kicked off. Yet again, that it'll take about 2 years for that project to start fully be done. But with developments, as you go along the way, you can section it off and start renting certain things out. So that way the stream of income is continuous. And that is it. So thank you. Any questions you can leave below my post and feel free to reach out.